When shelter-in-place orders went into effect, teachers across the country found themselves having to create virtual classrooms, and many of them used the Zoom platform. Now, as districts across the country grapple with another year of remote learning, many teachers are finding that Zoom is flawed and frustrating. The thing is that class via computer is not inherently a bad idea. It's the way that the platform is set up that is flawed. So we talked to a range of teachers, from grade school teachers to college professors, to ask them how they would redesign Zoom. Muting is incredibly important in a classroom because it both encourages participation and reduces distractions. But many young children don't actually know how to use their microphones, and they may not have an adult on hand to mute for them. Recently, Zoom created a function that allows teachers to selectively unmute students. The problem is that students actually have to opt in for that function to work. So Zoom could create a strong visual cue that would allow even the youngest children using the platform to understand where the mute button is and how to use it. So for now, some teachers are showing students what their microphones look like when they're on and when they're off to help guide them to learn how to use the mute function. One of teachers' most frequent complaints is that it's really hard to replicate small group learning environments. Right now, you can divide students into small breakout rooms, but there's no way for a teacher to see what's going on across all of the different rooms and give feedback all at once. A better design would be to give teachers an overview of what's happening in all of the breakout rooms, and then allow them to chime in like a narrator to get students back on track or to ask questions. Zoom's chat feature is also a major pain point for many teachers. There's no way to have side conversations without inundating the main chat. Even navigating to the emojis takes longer than it needs to. Teachers are suggesting a moderating function in the chat, and also creating tools that will allow you to distinguish between comments and questions. It would also be great to have more visual tools that would make it more obvious when a student is raising their hand to ask a question. Another problem with Zoom is that there's no way for teachers to virtually stand in front of a blackboard and show their students what they're trying to teach them. Right now, if a teacher shares their screen, they themselves disappear from it. So if there was an easy way for teachers to toggle between the documents that they're showing their students and themselves, that would go a long way to helping make learning better. Some teachers are calling for Zoom to release a special version of their software that is just for educators. As of right now, Zoom has no plans to release a product like that. That said, Zoom is releasing software updates that appear to be geared towards teachers. For instance, a new function allows teachers to create a virtual seating chart, and another update allows teachers to spotlight students to mimic an in-class presentation. But these are largely iterative changes, and Zoom could be ceding its sizable competitive advantage if it doesn't embrace its starring role in US education.